everybody, I am alpacapatrol, and this is Binding Master Wrap the Lamb that's running back to another custom challenge run. This run comes to you from Rightinger. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Essentially, it's called Duke of Flies, and indeed, we are going to be role-playing the Duke of Flies. Oh, that's kind of funny that it makes me small, during that. Yeah, so I'm only using, Guppy's head in order to, kill enemies. So, if you look, we have Halo of Flies. I actually don't know what that second one is. Something or other. And we have Forever Alone, Distant Admiration, Transcendence just so that we can fly, Infestation, 5 odd mushrooms so that we're big and fat, and Guppy's head with infinite item power. I am also joined by a special guest, Cameron. Why don't you say hello?
Hello.
Yeah. So we want to actually, like, stack damage items, but we actually have 5 odd mushrooms for size, so we don't really need to do that so much, honestly.
Are you flying?
I am flying, yes, because of Transcendence.
Just like your fly friends.
Exactly. Well, Tough Love is kind of useless, but that's okay. I wonder if we're actually allowed to take any items. Perhaps we're not. It's not really specified in the challenge run. But it's possible that we don't need to.
This run is beginning to look more and more like a close-up of your mother.
Ah, yeah, that's very true. Or it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas as well. That's the other thing that it looks like. Doesn't look like Christmas? I think it looks like Christmas. I'm gonna be honest with you. It looks like Christmas to me. You know what? I'm gonna go with not taking any items. I feel like that's a good idea. We're trying to get to the chest also, by the way. So, you know, that's a thing. I suppose I'll take, like, shop items and stuff. That'd be cool. But I don't think I need anything else.
What happens when you use Guppy's head?
We make a bunch of blue flies. So we make like 3 blue flies that'll go out and attack people. Because we are role-playing the Duke of Flies, trying to show that he's actually not a shitty boss. He's a pretty bad boss. He's pretty easy to kill. But I suppose...
Well, you're not coughing him out. This is totally unrealistic.
That's true, yeah. I mean, you know, Isaac definitely is known for its realism, and this really takes... You know, the suspension of disbelief is just completely gone here. Also, by the way, new Game of Thrones on tonight, new Doctor Who last night, both of which I'm sure are awesome, the first of which, or I suppose the latter
yeah.
being pretty awesome.
Yeah, ladders are really awesome.
Ladders are pretty cool, I mean, you'd be surprised. I guess I'll live with that, I suppose, and just move on.
Why don't you go back and get the item?
Because I said I'm probably not going to take any items.
What?
Should
I
I?
make up your own rules? Just go check what it is.
I guess.
Oh, you're gonna miss the devil room!
Well, now you told me to do the one thing. I'm just not going to listen to you anymore.
You just missed the item room. You just walked right fucking past it. What the hell is that?
Yeah, because I want to look for the, oh, butternut squash. That's a bummer. I'm actually going to go to the shop instead. And the reason that I'm going to go to the shop is because I'd rather spend my 1 key on a shop item than I would on something else. Oh wow, yeah, that actually turned out really well. Wow, okay, we actually didn't need any more money. So that's good. We'll go to the shop. Ye old shope. Aha! And we got exactly what I was hoping to get. And I'll take the key as well.
What does that even do?
The compass shows us where everything is on the map.
Ah!
Which is pretty darn ballin', yeah.
That's not what a compass does.
No, it's not. It's actually very similar to what it does in Zelda, except in Isaac, it's a great item. In Zelda, it's a fucking awful item. Yeah, and I don't think... I'm not going to take any items. Because I think we're pretty powerful right now as it is. And I don't think we need any items.
Say... Oh, man, you're totally gonna get... Oh. Okay.
Yeah, yep. By the way, Cam, I am sharing screens with Cam, so he can also see things happening in real time. I'll open that up. What do we got? Temperance. Alright, that's interesting.
Kill that boss.
We're making like an Isaac game show now.
Jerry,
Kill that boss! Well, I wasn't going that place.
Alpaca, alpaca.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm the host of the show, so, you know, it's important that people yell my name. Fucking Jerry Springer is like the stupidest thing on the planet. I guess I'll go in here.
Well, it's so fake, man. It's not like a real show.
Yeah, it's not even just like... Oh, actually, speaking of which, some people perhaps may think that that reality shows are in fact real. That's not true. Cameron, why don't you tell them about the job that you are receiving soon?
Well, it's not that they're totally fake. It's just that they're, written.
Yeah, they're completely written. Well, not completely, but yeah,
See,
right.
What happened was...
It's like bad improv actors.
Yeah, well, yeah, essentially. Like, you go and you film a bunch of people doing some, like, weird shit for a while, and none of that is really scripted, but then the whole scripted part is where they take all the footage and make a story out of all the weird shit that you did.
Right. And also, so, like, they also, like, kind of force them into situations that they normally wouldn't be in.
Well, yeah. They say, like, today we're gonna go to the, the gay park. And, there's gay parks now.
Are there?
And then, yeah,
so
it's not really
clubs,
like...
So.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
No, I was just saying, I suppose there are gay clubs as well, so I suppose you wouldn't... unless you weren't a bigot, you probably wouldn't,
Well, I mean, I was thinking that would be like separating the gays from us by, giving them their own separate park. Like, you go play in this park, and we'll be in this park. I'll bring my kids to this park, you go play in that park.
That is awful, and you're an awful person.
That's exactly... Shut up. Alright. I didn't make up the idea, alright? The man did.
Oh, it was the man. Oh, okay.
So, anyway, yeah, they'll, like, tell them to, like, go places, but usually the people that they're filming are, interesting enough that they'll go places themselves.
Right.
So, that's how that goes. And now I'm...
Yeah. Cam is going to write for one of those shows.
Well, I'm going to... Right now, I'm just... They're like giving me all the footage from the show, and I'm supposed
Are they really?
to put together my version of a sizzle reel.
That's actually hilarious. I didn't know... I heard that... Like, I thought that you were going to do it a long time from now. That's kind of funny that they are already giving you footage to... Oh, God, and you have to watch through all of that?
Yeah, it won't be bad. It's a job, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's important to note that you used to watch reality TV shows for fun. So,
yeah,
I suppose...
it's like nice junk food.
I don't think so. I completely disagree. I think it's the most heinous thing that exists on the face of this earth.
It's not heinous. It's, voyeuristic.
But a lot of times it's pretty heinous, though. I mean, like, for instance, like Teen Moms.
And vicarious. You get to, like, vicariously live through some crazy people's lives and not be
I
so
don't know,
crazy.
Man. I think it pollutes culture. This is this is how I feel about
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never said it didn't. But, like, I'm not going to be one of those 13-year-old kids that tries to be Britney Spears because I saw Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Also important to note, Cameron used to watch Jersey Shore exclusively. Like, he would stop hanging out with us because the new episode of Jersey Shore was on.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't stop hanging out with you.
Yeah, you would.
Jesus Christ, Rob, I hate you so much.
Did you guys also know that Cam is rich and he owns a lake?
I hate you so much.
He owns a jet ski and a lake.
Yeah. Rob is a hyperbolic fatty.
I am a fatty, yeah. I am. Thanks for providing that for the people. Oh God, we're taking so much damage. Oh God. But yeah, the Jersey Shore. You know what's funny about Jersey Shore? I mentioned this before, on a video a long time ago, right around when Jersey Shore was canceled. Do you know why Jersey Shore was canceled?
Yeah, you told me, but tell the people.
Ah, yes. Well, essentially...
No, tell me why, Rob. Why?
Yeah, you got. Come on, this is like a reality show. You have to like pretend you don't know for the people. But yeah, the essentially. So when someone makes a show about a particular place, like say New York City, right? That's a very iconic location to make anything, right? Luck down. That's kind of a bummer, but Yeah, so when people make a show about some sort of iconic location, essentially what happens is the state that they're filming it in, or the place in general, just gives them some money. They're like, hey, here's some money, or here's some, you know, tax breaks on filming here, so you don't have to worry about that. And, you know, you basically make our city or our state or whatever, what have you, look good. Basically, what happened is Governor Chris Christie, after a while, after a couple seasons of Jersey Shore, after giving them tax breaks, was like, "You're not actually making people want to go to New Jersey. You're making New Jersey look like the worst place on the planet. So we're not giving you those tax breaks anymore." And then Jersey Shore got canceled. So that was that sort of story. What's kind of funny is, you know how much they were getting fucking paid? An insane amount. Like, I think Mike the Situation was getting paid like $750,000 an episode.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's ridiculous.
Yes,
it's how it goes. It's like the new like boy band type of thing, except like people just want to see like shenanigans on TV. Whoever can make the biggest fool out of themselves on TV, that's what they want to see, and that's who gets paid.
Yeah, essentially.
It's like,
but this is why I think it's so wrong. This is why I think it's so damn wrong.
Yeah,
oh, God.
Well, you know, you don't run the fucking television industry, so
yeah, I guess that's a good point. Yeah, that is what a television exec would tell me, I suppose.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be a part of that terrible place. So I mean, what does that say about me and my character? On the show. I'm asking for you to get me on the show, Cameron.
I see.
Yeah, I really want to... You know what's funny about reality shows is I think they're like the most god-awful thing on the planet, yet I would happily be on a reality TV show.
Yeah, because you get paid a dickload of money.
Yeah, you get paid a bunch of money to be really bad at something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's... I would honestly rather get paid to not be on the camera, because I don't like people, and I don't like people looking at me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you do hate people.
But, you know, if it's like a super easy bullshit thing, like, live in this house with these wild and crazy people, then I would probably just tell everybody to shut the fuck up all the time and, like, play video games.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That would make for really good,
yeah, fuck them. They already
reality TV show.
And then everybody would be like, "Oh, he's voted out of the house because he plays too many video games." And then I would.
That would actually be a great reality TV show. It's like, what happens when you play too many video games a day? They should make a Let's Player, like, real world. I think that would be good.
Real world Let's Play?
Yeah. What it's like to make Let's Plays on the internet.
Let's Play living.
That would be... You know what, Gam? You need to talk to some ad executives.
Yeah.
And you need to tell them that you know a particular Let's Player who would be very willing to show off his life.
Oh, yeah, would you? I doubt you would.
Yeah, no, probably not. I want, like, if we're gonna go reality TV, like, if that's gonna be the future of television, which is what it seems like, you know, I want a Truman Show type of show. That's what I want.
Where you're unaware of it?
Yeah, where like, we raise a child from birth, and he has no idea that he's on a reality show his whole life.
Yeah, that would be so fucking awesome.
Yeah. Also,
you know, channel dedicated to his life, 24 hours a day.
Ethically, it would be terrible, but
fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, that's kind of the thing with, like, I feel like reality TV is American culture's oh god, a tears. Well, I mean, tears down doesn't really matter. Is American culture's like gladiator combat. It's like shit that in like 500 or 1,000 years people are gonna be like, oh my god, that is disgusting.
Yeah.
People did that?
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
And it's, like, embarrassing, but you just can't look away.
I can totally look away. Maybe that's just you. I can look away.
Can't. Because part of the fascination is that so many people are fascinated with this.
Yeah, that's a logical fallacy. Actually, I actually wanted to talk about chessception. I also wanted to talk about a logical fallacy. Not just that. The logical fallacy there is you know, a million people like it, must be good, right? That's actually a logical fallacy. Just because a lot of people like something doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually good.
Well, yeah, no,
like for instance, a lot of people really liked gladiator combat. Was that good?
Yeah.
Probably objectively no.
Well, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was probably pretty awesome, yeah. Well, I mean, there's that thing of, like you can't talk about... Oh, God. When you're talking about, like, ethics and stuff, you can't really talk about, like, whether or not it's good for the people or anything like that, right? Because, technically, with gladiator combat, it was good for the people. It gave them an out. It wasn't good for the gladiators, but it's pretty good for the people.
Yeah,
so,
gladiators.
Yeah, but the other thing, too, is... Oh, balls. The other thing, too, is... Oh, come on, flies. Kill him dead.
He seems like a horrible dick.
No, he's alright. It's just that we can't shoot at him. Oh, I took a speed up. That's a bummer. Whatever. Down we go. The other logical fallacy that I wanted to mention was, someone mentioned, someone was like, how do you always, talk about something that I just learned about in class? That actually isn't happening. It seems like it's happening, but that's actually a fallacy. It's called the frequency illusion. And, essentially, I'm sure everyone has felt this before as well. Like, you ever, like, learn a new word and all of a sudden everyone in the world is saying that new word? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a fallacy. It's actually, it's the frequency illusion. People have always been saying that word, you just haven't been paying attention to it because you didn't know what it meant. So it's the same kind of thing. It's frequency illusion. I always found that one really funny, because I always thought, like, I had uncovered some sort of grand master, like, plan of the universe, and I even thought, like, maybe the Truman Show is real and they're watching me. Oh god, I should put on some pants.
This word because I learned this word.
Yeah.
I honestly, I said yeah, but I really have never had that happen to me.
You've never like heard a word and then heard it like 100 times in the next few days on like TV and...
Not really. I mean, I can't remember a time where I was like, holy shit, everyone's learning the same word as me.
Well, fuck you then. You're not as fallible as me, all right?
I can relate to the feeling of it, but I don't remember it happening to me.
It's probably just because you're a rich boy who owns a lake and a jet ski.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm sure that's what it is. Oh, balls.
But to address what you said before that, I don't actually like trash TV because I think a million people like it and therefore it must be good. There's something about, like, it's almost like I'm studying people because I'm so far away from them. And
I guess.
I'm like, wow, like millions of people like this for some reason, and you know, I just can't figure it out, but I like it too. And and I just like my whole goal is to figure out like why are these people likable by so many millions of people.
I don't even know if they're really likable. Like, do people like? See, that's the problem. Is I don't want any of those people. I don't want the Jersey Shore people to be considered likable because they shouldn't be. They're awful people. Like, they are literally the example of what would be considered a waste of oxygen on the planet.
Yeah, I totally agree. But how many like thousands or hundreds of thousands of kids and adults out there think that they would love to hang out with the Jersey Shore crew?
Yeah, and that's why I think reality TV is like an evil thing.
I think TV is evil. That's what I mean, there's some nice television shows. I'm not against television shows, but a lot of TV is very evil. And I don't like the news that much.
Well, the news is a whole other thing. I mean, the news is essentially reality TV now, so.
Well, yeah, exactly. So how about this? I don't like trash culture TV.
Yeah. I mean, the news... You know, I was watching the news recently, and they were talking about, like... I suppose not recently. I don't watch the news very often because of this example that I'm about to give. But I was watching the news, and they were talking about, like, what the celebrities at the Oscars were wearing. And it was like...
What?
What are you... What? This is the news! I'm supposed to learn about, like, what's happening in the world, or, you know, what Kim Jong-un is spouting about now. Like, what? Oh, shit! Oh my god, I accidentally screwed that up. Did not mean to take the deck of cards forever. Oh god, we're gonna die. Hold on, we're just gonna use the Fool card. Because I was cheating here. Alright, let's use the Guppy's Head here. Oh boy, we're probably gonna die anyway, in truth. Which is kinda sad.
No,
oh god, troll bombs. Oh, troll bombs. Well, thanks, Cameron.
It's not sad.
It's not sad that I'm gonna die.
If you were really dying, I might be a little sad.
A little sad.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. I called Rob
thinking about me dying?
Actually, 2 stories. First of all, the other day I was on Skype with Rob. No one had said anything for a little while. I come and sit down at my computer, and I just start singing, "My dick is smelly. Say my dick is smelly." Rob didn't say anything. He was like completely silent. Then he unmutes his microphone and says, Cam, my mom's in the room. And yeah, so that was really awkward. Also, the other day I was thinking about this while I was walking home, because I call Rob regularly and leave him voicemails, which he's never checked. And also...
Yeah. I have like 30 voicemails, like, just waiting, because I don't...
Yeah, you should check them all, you retard. Anyway...
I guess, yeah.
Anyway, I always thought, like, I call Rob and I try to get him to Google dicks every single day, almost. And I thought, and sometimes I'm like, Rob, there's somebody, he's gonna murder me if you don't help me. I need you to Google dicks. And then I was thinking about one day I'm gonna be like hiding in a closet, like shivering and sweating, and I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna say, Rob, please help me. There's a guy, and you're gonna be like, yeah, see you later, and then like turn off the phone.
I know, you are totally the boy that cries wolf, because that actually, that event already almost happened in that one time Cameron was like, has had to get to a plane, and like he needed to get a taxi service because his taxi didn't show up, and he was like, Rob, could you Google something for me? And I'm like, no, not gonna Google anything for you. Not gonna Google that for you.
I guess I just phrased it in the wrong way.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And then eventually, I think he had to go home. Were you late for that plane?
No. See, the thing was, I was actually messing around with you. I was gonna get you to Google, like.
So you were being a teapack. Okay. Yeah. See, whenever you actually need me to Google you something, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That is your own fault. That is entirely your fault.
Yeah, I was gonna get you to, like, Google, like, Donovan and Irvin cab nights or something like that.
I don't actually even get that reference.
To do the, acronym for it. Donovan and Irvin cab nights.
D-A-I...
You don't do the A in acronyms, Jesus.
Is that my new nickname? I'm Jesus now?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Why did you started a new run?
Yeah, I started a new run because that first run was only 20 minutes long. So I felt like I should start something that,
you should, like, kamikaze this shit out. Like, go as fast speed run.
I'm kind of, I'm playing as Samson, so it's kind of already a kamikaze run, especially if we don't get good items. So far, we've gotten pretty decent items, so things are going pretty well, but I don't know, man. We'll see.
I think you're probably gonna die.
I also think I'm probably gonna die. I mean, Samson is pretty much the worst character in the game, without question. I don't think that there's really a question of whether or not Samson is the worst character in the game.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
Is Samson the worst character in the game?
It was without question, Cameron!
Now there's a question!
But yeah, oh my dingus. Oh my dongus. Oh my dingus. We're going flongus. Alright, success. We got a cube of Miat. Which is glorious. I always wanted to just start... Christopher Walken. Do you know why Christopher Walken talks the way he does?
Why?
Because I saw an interview with him talking about it. Essentially, it's because he said that he thought it was really... that it wasn't right that you know, he was forced to talk a certain way, and so he just decided to talk his own way because it was like he found the regular way to be silly.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nice.
So I just want to start like saying like incorrectly pronouncing things all the time and say like, what are you gonna say? Like, it's my own dialect.
Yeah, you're just
What?
gonna act drunk all the time?
Yeah. Wait, what's going on, man? This is just how I talk, man. Like, what do you want to say? Wow. All right, we got.
So this is the weirdest. I'm watching a mascot battle.
Thanks for watching the video that that I have going for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm still watching that for sure.
Great. Yeah, thanks.
They're like slapping each other. It's a mascot battle. This is the greatest mascot battle ever. Which is what
how many
it's
mascot battles are there? Oh, really?
Yeah, and now
Are there
they're
lots
slapping
of
each
mascot
other regularly.
battles?
Oh god! And now they're breakdancing. Oh
That's
my
impressive.
goodness! The children are piling out of the stands. Are being trampled. Several dead corpses are being trampled.
Jesus, sounds like a hardcore video. Sounds like a pretty dark video, I have to say. We don't have any bombs. We could, theoretically, hear me out. We could go into this shop. We could buy this bomb, which I will do. We could look for the secret room, which I will do. And hope for the best. Indeed, we did. And we didn't get the best. We got the rest. Which is a bummer. But it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. We'll just go to the next floor. We have Bob's Rotten Head. It's an okay item, I guess. I mean, it does a lot of damage to bosses, so that's good, I guess. What? What? How we get these guys on this floor? That's messed up. Alright, we got a half heart back. And things are looking good. Oh, dearest me. Oh, dearest me. Are you still watching that mascot battle?
Yeah, I just finished.
Nice.
It was so good. They beat the shit out of each other, and there was breakdancing.
But then eventually they came to terms at the end, it seems. And,
no. At the end, he tossed him into the ball pit.
Wow.
Not the ball pit. What's it called? The dugout.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What? The ball pit?
Yeah, there's a giant ball pit.
Yeah, is that how baseball works? It's like, oh, you hit a home run, now you get to go play in the ball pit for a while. It's like, they really do get overpaid for what they do.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I was always terrified of drowning in the ball pit.
Really? How would that even be possible?
Well, like, if there were a giant ball pit, like, not like a McDonald's shitty one, where it's like 2 feet deep. But what if you got what if there was like a 30-foot deep ball pit, right?
Yeah.
And it was just massive. And you just jump in, and you're just stuck down there. Nobody would ever know that you were dead.
Yeah, but you wouldn't suffocate. There's a lot of pockets of air.
Yeah, but what would you would starve eventually?
Well, yeah, I guess you'd probably starve eventually. Yeah, but I mean, you could also just climb to the top.
No,
it's not like you sink at the bottom.
Quicksand. The more you struggle,
have you been in a ball pit? Ball pits don't work like that.
Yeah, the more you struggle, the lower you go. It happens. Trust me. You can die very easily in there. Plus, do you know how many lost things are in the bottom of massive ball pits? I assume a lot.
Yeah, there's probably a good amount. I don't think I ever found anything in the bottom of a ball pit.
Do you know what I want?
God.
I want a 30-foot deep ball pit.
So that you can murder people with it?
Yeah, just toss them in. If I don't like them, toss them in.
That sounds like you're a James Bond villain if they made some James Bond show as young James Bond.
Young James Bond. Yeah, except I would be like a mean teenager. And the kid would have to stop me from killing all his friends to get his girlfriend.
Is that what happens in James Bond movies?
Yeah. You steal his girlfriend and kill all his friends. And,
I think that's Mario.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. I was thinking of Mario, my plumber. He he lives
not
a wild
racist
and
at all.
crazy life. Hey, but Mario is a plumber. In Mario.
Yeah,
He's a plumber.
and it's racist.
It's
Like
not
an Italian
so.
plumbers.
Okay. Two wrongs make two wrongs.
It's true. They don't make any more than that, I suppose.
Exactly. Doesn't make 5 wrongs. Doesn't make 4. Makes 2.
But what if you had 2 wrongs and another 2 wrongs?
That would make 4 wrongs.
Ah,
Yeah, it doesn't
So is
get.
that-
It's not like doing it's not like a double negative here.
I don't know. What if it is?
It isn't. So there is no what if in this situation. No, I admire your brass.
I try. I do try. I
Seriously, you
will
have some
say
nice
that I would.
brass silverware.
Wait,
I admire it.
wait, hold on. Brass silverware?
Yeah, you can have brass silverware.
You could have a brass Civil War?
Yeah, you can have a brass Civil War
That's
set.
impressive.
You're just like a bunch of brass soldiers fighting a bunch of brass soldiers.
No, seriously though, like, how can you have a brass silverware? Like, silverware implies that it's made of silver.
Oh yeah, well, brassware then.
Yeah, this is a completely different thing.
Yeah, you have some brassware.
That's not redundant at all.
Yeah, it's a double negative. It makes it silver again.
Yeah, no, I think it just makes it wear.
It just no, you don't get rid of it altogether. You have to change it into something else.
Well, I mean, if we're assuming that brassware makes it a double negative, then wouldn't you negate the two and make it wear? You have some nice wear. I mean, I'm no mathematician here, but I think by the simple principles of negation,
I think this is beyond us.
it might be too much for us. I want to see like a formula in the comments to decide what it actually is.
All right.
Good input, Cam. Thank you. Glad you're on. Oh my god, that did nothing. That Bob's Run head did literally nothing to Peep. Oh god, we are so dead. Also, since I got the peeper, like, oh man, this is gonna be very difficult to pay attention to which eye is which. Oh, this is gonna be tough. This is okay. That was not mine. That was the other one. Yeah, good work, Peeper. Kill that peep. Well, I guess don't kill yourself.
Kill that peeper!
You know, I went to go see a movie yesterday. I saw the that Place Beyond the Pines. It's that movie with Ryan Gosling and Bradley Cooper. One thing I want to say is Ryan Gosling is dreamy. Oh my god. Seriously though, he got like fucking super ripped for that film.
Yeah. I don't respect you anymore, Rob.
You don't like Ryan Gosling?
No.
Why?
Because he
Ryan
reminds
Gosling?
me of Aaron Carter, except like gross.
Aaron Carter. Oh my god. I haven't heard his name. What is Aaron Carter doing now? Is he like drinking bum wine in a gutter somewhere?
No, he's probably in rehab or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah, let's see what Aaron Carter's doing.
The top Google search is Aaron Carter drugs.
Is Aaron Carter drugs? Thank you, Google. What? Yeah, I'm actually curious. Like, what could he possibly be doing with his life now that he's formerly Aaron Carter? I mean, like, that's not even like a thing that you can walk into a restaurant and people are like, "Oh, you're Aaron Carter? I used to
he looks like
hate
shit
you."
now.
Does he?
Yeah,
As in, he
looks like a
used to look
skinny
good.
Asshole. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
well. What makes
God
for a
loves
skinny asshole?
assholes.
What makes for a skinny asshole? I mean, I feel like the hole of an ass. I feel like a hole can't really be that skinny.
Yeah, could be.
Just by definition. Oh God! Oh, that was a close call. Oh, we got a bad pill. Oh no, that's a good pill. Maybe. Ah, it is a good pill.
Oh,
that's a great
Jesus
pill.
Christ! I'm glad this song is done for. I want candy.
That was Aaron Carter?
Well, he made like his own version of it, and Candy was a girl. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm glad he's on drugs.
You're good. Good. Yeah, Aaron Carter, if you're watching this.
Yeah, actually, Aaron Carter, if you're a viewer of the channel, I'm totally kidding.
No, he's not. He's
though
not.
I did once
totally
hate
serious.
you.
Come to my house, hang out with me, bring your drugs. I prefer crack cocaine.
Oh, Guppy's head. Well, alright, let's do it. That sounds like a good idea. Also, I mean, that means we're pretty close to being Guppy, which would be good.
Yeah, brag about it, why don't you?
I'm gonna. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, shit, I have infinite item power on, I just remembered. I have to turn that off. Hold on a second.
What is it?
It's like, why can I... Yeah, Guppy's mane. It's mighty mane. I wish you could keep some sort of feline pet that also, like, had a mane, or could have a mane. What happened?
I'm sorry to address something totally unrelated to your video, but I just got the I just won the coolest witch doctor hat ever.
Yeah,
It's a
I don't
top
care.
Hat. It's
I
a
really
top
don't
hat
care.
with bones on it.
That is pretty awesome, actually. But Witch
don't
Doctor sucks. By the way, in case anyone doesn't know, we were talking about Dota. Because Cameron has become a horrible, horrible gambler. You know, what's interesting is I've actually thought about this. Esports will start becoming, like, an actual thing once people can start gambling on them. Because that's really why, like, American football and soccer and all that's why they all became as popular as they were, is because people started gambling on them. And were able to gamble on them. And that's why they became so popular. Initially. I mean, now, obviously, it's not so much that. But, you know. So, he is a gambler. He doesn't gamble money, though, because obviously that would be illegal.
Huh. Well...
Are you a spaceship?
There are sites where you can gamble money on, Dota.
Yeah, but that's also very illegal.
Yeah.
Like, you heard about that whole thing with, like, Full Tilt Poker or Poker Stars or whatever, the online poker sites?
Yeah, totally. What a tragedy.
Well, essentially, they used to allow you to bet money. You can't bet money anymore, because they shut down the websites, because it is technically illegal.
True enough, true enough.
Yep.
Did anyone die?
Yes, many people died in the gambling of, on Full Tilt Poker.
Interesting. There are plenty of poker sites where you can gamble online, aren't there?
No, not anymore. They shut them down like a year ago, or 2 years ago.
What the flubs?
Yeah, man. They used to exist. They actually used to be very popular. I think Full Tilt Poker and stuff, they're still pretty popular. Like, you can still buy, like, you can still play in, free roll tournaments, which is like, if you win the tournament, you get some money to play with and make more money, and then you can take that money out, but you can't actually invest your own money into it.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, with pretty good reason, too. Like, honestly, if you let people sit behind a computer all day and then, you know, have a site automatically have access to your credit card, then it would be way too easy for people to be like, alright, let me just cash out some more, like, another $100.
Yeah, yeah.
And
well,
stuff. Oh,
also,
God, my alarm's going off.
I saw this... Your alarm's going off? I saw this
Yeah,
news story about this kid who hacked a gambling site and just left it on, like, all night or all day while he went to school. And then came back and he had millions of dollars. And,
wow.
And so he just, like, immediately destroyed the computer and, like, dispersed it across the town. And the FBI ended up showing up at his house.
Yeah, well, that'll happen. That's like the That's like the plot to Office Space.
Yep.
Did you never see Office Space?
Yeah, I know. Yes, I did see it. Genius.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Cameron? Oh boy, we messed that up. Oh, we messed it up. That's a bummer. God, I hate Samson so much. Such a useless character. What's up?
What's your name?
Rob.
Sorry, I couldn't remember because I have Alzheimer's!
No, you don't have goddamn Alzheimer's, Cameron.
I do!
You really don't.
Please!
Oh, by the way, you know, people were talking about, like, last time, on the FTL video, people were talking about what that could possibly be in your hand. And someone said it was RSI, which is, like, repetitive strain injury. Which is just, yeah, so...
Yeah, it hurts.
It's entirely possible. Yeah, and also you can actually get, arthritis when you're young. It's just extremely rare.
Okay. Thank you for your information.
No problemo. Also, I assume you were actually probably talking to the person who actually gave you the information. So I say no problemo on behalf of them. Oh, I can't believe I walked over that.
Take credit for their information.
They had good information, I have to say. How dare you? Yeah, so anyway, The Place Beyond the Pines, it was pretty good. It's kind of boring, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it sounds boring as shit.
It's pretty boring. I'm not totally into... It's like one of those 3-story within a movie kind of stories. And I'm not totally into that kind of thing. Mostly because, like, okay, it's a 2.5-hour movie, right? And you have 3 stories to go into.
Yeah, what did you think about Crash?
Oh, you know, I never watched Crash, actually.
Yeah, that's a movie that was like, it was so preachy for me, and it was like, it had like several different stories. I can't even remember how many. And the only thing I really took away from it was that like racism causes car crash. Like, seriously, there's like, oh, there's racism and, you know, marital problems and, oh no, and in the end, a car crash. There's obviously some deeper moral that you're supposed to take from it, but I really couldn't.
Right.
Like, I agree with you in that you know, big ensemble movies that like split the characters up, just don't work at all.
Yeah, it's just the thing is like say I don't even know. I didn't watch Crash, so I don't know like that many characters is probably even worse in this. But like, you know, watching this that has 3 story arcs in it, and it's it's whatchamacallit, a 2.5-hour movie. So like split between 3, that's like what, like 45 minutes per story? Which means that, like, you get, like, 30 minutes of character development, which is what, you know, is generally the rule for character development, how long that takes, generally, right, is the first 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then 15 minutes later, the character's, like, then the story's over. And it's like, well, why didn't you just elongate that into a movie? That would have been a good story. I would have watched that. Not watching, just, like teasing me and then, you know, not showing me anything afterwards. So, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. I mean, ensemble movies are great. They
can be done well. Like, for instance, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
does a very good job of it. But I think also partially, like, I don't know about Crash. Like, what is the time frame in which the events occur in Crash?
Maybe a couple weeks at most, I guess.
See, a couple weeks, yeah. See, in Poetics...
It might be more, actually, I might be wrong. But, yeah, Crash was, like, so... It wasn't really even preachy, but it felt like it was just trying to be, like, edgy.
Yes. Right.
Because it like, and people liked that movie a lot.
I know, it got the Oscar, didn't it?
Yeah, I have no idea, honestly, but...
I'm pretty sure it won the Oscar that year.
Really like that movie, but, you know, and it was a decent movie. I just felt like like, sometimes when I see, like, horrible things in movies, that I'm just like, you know what? Why is that necessary? Like, can't we just, you know, not like kind of hint at it, like we did in the early days of movies. Just like, oh man, she may have been molested, but no, we see the molestation.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, like
Jesus.
there's a cop that like feels up some dude's wife in front of him, and
wow.
Because he's like racist or something.
Well, I mean, one of the first rules of writing is show don't tell, right? So
yeah, that's great, but you can make it a little more subtle, like
I guess.
You
yeah. Well, there's in Poetics, which is what God is that? I always get this confused. Is it Aristotle or Socrates who wrote Poetics?
It's your mom.
Do you know? Yeah. Oh, my mom wrote Poetics. Wow, she is a prolific writer.
Aristotle.
Well, Aristotle, okay. Well, in Aristotle's Poetics, where he kind of explores what makes a good story, which we have still used today, honestly. Like, his 7 stories are still true today. Anyway, what he says is the best stories are told over the course of a single day. So, I think when you're telling multi-story arc stories, you really need to follow most of the other rules. Because otherwise, like most of the other rules of Poetics, otherwise it just kind of is bland or it's jarring, and it's not really fun to watch. Like, for instance, Pulp Fiction was a pretty good ensemble piece, and it told multiple stories. I mean, how many did it tell in that movie? Like 4 or 5, I think?
Yeah, a lot of stories.
Yeah, a lot of stories in that movie, yet it takes place over the course of 2 days. So, really, it doesn't feel like you're away from the characters. In A Place Beyond the Pines, not to, like, spoil anything or anything like that, but it takes place over the course of, like, several years, more than a decade. And it's like, well, you're giving me this story, and then, like, yes, the next story is related, but now I've lost any kind of interaction or attachment that I have to the character that you were just telling me about, because years have passed. I have no idea what's happened in his life since then. Yeah. You know, you can kind of give me a glimpse, but then it's like, why was I watching this? That said, it was a good movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it was a good film.
I don't mind movies with, like, somewhat of a prologue at the beginning, where it's like, this is how his father was, and then, like, 5 minutes into the movie, you're introduced to the main character, and he's grown up, and he's not, Like,
that's okay too. Yeah,
I don't mind that kind of stuff, but I really don't like shit that like takes place over like 30 years and shit.
Yeah. Which is weird too, because I think in video games it actually works pretty well. Like, for instance, Assassin's Creed 2, I thought that story was awesome because it took place over the course of like 30 years.
Yeah, but
so like, it's interesting.
It's also because you are pretty much playing the same character throughout,
right? Even
though you switch to what's his face, but it always kind of feels like you're just the same character anyway. Like,
well, actually, Assassin's Creed 3 is not what I was talking about. Assassin's Creed 3 actually is an example of that doing that poorly because you play multiple characters.
Yeah.
But Assassin's Creed 2, you do play the same character from like his youth to his like semi-old age, and it's kind of cool seeing that story arc because it's kind of Batman-esque. Assassin's Creed 3, though, you play multiple characters, and it's just like, I don't like this one bit.
Yeah, it like, the only way you will like it is if it's the main character the whole way through.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that the first character that you play in Assassin's Creed 3 is way cooler than the second character.
Yeah.
He's a way more interesting character.
And he sucks. He's not an asshole, but I just don't like him.
He's a Luke Skywalker character. Connor is totally a Luke Skywalker. He's like, you're an asshole for teaching me all these superpowers that I'm gonna have now, and be like a whiny douchebag the whole time. And it's like, oh god, shut up, Connor. The same thing with Luke Skywalker. But anyway, this video ended like 3 minutes ago. So, anyway, Cameron, would you like to say goodbye? I'll take that as a no. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully, again, it wasn't boring. You guys did also mention, like, one of the most upvoted things, actually the most upvoted things, more upvoted than this challenge run, was that you guys didn't find these things to be boring. So hopefully that wasn't boring. We weren't talking about scientific topics. We were talking more about writing topics. But Cameron is a writer, admittedly for a reality TV show now. But,
not yet.
I guess not yet. You have to make your sizzle reel. Do you have to do it? Do you have to do it in an editing program and stuff too?
No. I just take down times and crap like that.
Oh, okay.
Like time codes.
You should do it in an editing program and make them and like awe them.
Yeah, I could, but I would have to like get all of the files on my computer, which would be like terabytes upon terabytes of files.
Ah, right. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I suppose they probably record so much footage of reality TV.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to sit here and just watch, like, hundreds of hours.
That sounds like you're in purgatory to me. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Post your custom challenge runs down below. Post your custom challenge runs down below, and I will do the most upvoted one. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. This is Alpacapatrol signing out. Peace, fools.